Al Hernandez here with yesterday's starting pitcher Clint Wright. Thanks for taking the time to sit down and discuss your start yesterday with us.
Hey, no problem. Glad to be here.
Yesterday, you put up a great performance to start the season, 7 innings, no runs, no walks, just 3 hits, 4 Ks. What were your keys to success on the mound yesterday?
I feel like me as a pitcher, I'm going to be a guy that's going to pitch to contact. 4 Ks in 7 innings, that's, some people would say that's not very many. Just got to realize you got a great defense behind you. Guys made unbelievable plays. Johnny Morales in the first inning made the diving play at shortstop. Riedel running that ball down in center field. It's really nice to have that behind you, and you know that you can trust that. Pitch to contact, really not have to worry about it. We're already pitching in a small park. Keep the ball down, let them hit it. Last night the wind's blowing in. Let them try to get big on it, hit it into the wind, and be able to know that you guys are going to run it down.
Was there one or a couple pitches that were really working for you on the mound?
It was a weird day. Everything was there. Splitter was great. There was times where maybe I def blocked it a little bit. Bounced a couple in the dirt, but overall everything was pretty sharp. Two-seam, first of the game, two-seam didn't have very much movement. Feel like it got better around the third or fourth inning. Kind of found that, and I think it was the third inning I found my slider. Other than that, though, back to the defense thing. It's if you weren't supposed to pitch to contact, you'd be the only one out there. Just some of the plays that were made were pretty special.
You throw a lot of pitches that are intended to induce ground balls, two-seamer, splitter, slider, but you actually induced a lot of weak pop-ups. Was that typical, or how did that end up coming about?
It was kind of in the scouting report, and it's going to continue to be in the scouting report for this park. You're going to get a lot of people that are going to come in here and try to get big. They're going to try to get big on some balls. They're going to see that 299 down the right field line, and I think that's going to be a thing that we can kind of take advantage of. Get high and tight on some people, get it out of their hands. Hope that they try to come with a big long swing, and I think that's part of what you've seen last night. Weak contact. That's what you look for.
Didn't look like there's much you could have improved on the mound. Is there anything personally you want to work on for your next start?
There was a couple of hitters where I got behind in the count. Judah got behind the count, and Judah, I think all 3 times. Guys like that, heart of the order. Just you got to stay ahead of those guys. Try to keep your thumb on them. Other than that, I felt really good about it. It could always improve. First start of the year, you're not supposed to be laser sharp. That's probably as close as I've been to start a season. It's a pretty special night, but you can always improve on off-speed command. Splitter could get better. I started throwing it. I guess the 28th of April. The day that I got here, I was messing with it in the outfield and said, "Hey man, that feels pretty good." So I've kind of been going with it. But that's going to get better as the season goes on. Be able to locate it. I need to be able to throw that pitch for a strike. I don't think I threw it for a strike. Called strike last night. Got a few swings and misses with it, but other than that, just off-speed command. The fastball's going to be there, hopefully. Just need that other stuff too.
After seeing Normal put up 8 runs on 14 hits in the opener, you held them to scoreless on just 3 hits. After seeing them the first day, did you maybe change your scouting report at all, or did you just stick with the plan?
The scouting report pretty much stayed the same. Josh Ludy's incredible back there. Just a great baseball mind. He sees stuff. From a catcher's point of view, and it's good because he's there. He's got a better look at it than anybody in the stadium. It's the same lineup. Last night was the same lineup as Game 1, and to be honest with you, it wouldn't surprise me to see the same lineup tonight. But Josh, he got a good look at him on day one, and we actually came in here and really pounded it out. I had 3 pages of notes on him going into last night. See, I'm a guy. I try to be over prepared for every start, and Ludi back there. I mean, having him back there as a guy that he knows the game really well helps a lot. I mean, he sees stuff that a lot of people don't. It's really nice having him back there.
You're not the first pitcher on the staff to praise Josh Ludi's catching abilities. This was your first start of the year, obviously, just the second game of the year. What's it mean to you to try to start the season on a high note like that?
I mean, you always want to start out hot. I mean, it doesn't always happen like that, but, I mean, again, we'll go back to the defense. I mean, some really, really, really special plays last night. Give some pretty hard hit balls, and it's just nice to know that you got people back there. I mean, even on days where you don't have your best stuff, you know that they're still going to be back there, and it's going to be a fun season.
Yesterday was your Rascals debut after facing the team a few times last year while with the Frontier Grays. Is it special to you maybe come out and make a statement and prove everyone correct in choosing to pick you up?
It's not really like that. I mean, baseball is such a long season. I mean, we're 0-2. I mean, we're not really getting it done offensively right now, and to be honest with you, I mean, we're all around. We're really not, but we're right there. Like I said, 96 game season. We're 0-2. Nobody expected us to go 0-96 or 96-0. And as for a statement, you just try to be level. You want to be even keel the whole year. Don't get up. Don't get too high. Don't get too low. Consistency. That's the biggest thing in this game. You got to be consistent. That's emotionally, physically, everything. I mean, you can't get too high. Don't get too low. I mean, this won't be the last time that we've lost 2 games in a row this year. But I mean, I think this team offensively has the ability to put up 10, 12 runs a game, and I think we'll see that a lot. I mean, this lineup that we're putting out there every night, it's a pretty special lineup.
It was a scoreless game or a 1-0 game for the entire time you were in. How do you try to stay loose in such a tight game?
I mean, you don't look at it. I mean, every game's 0-0. As for, I mean, personally, I mean, the 6th inning, I knew what the score was, but it's the last thing you're thinking about. I mean, your job as a pitcher is you want to go out there and you want to put up zeros. I mean, technically, whether it's a 10-0 game or a 1-0 game, you're pitching the same way. You want to. I mean, every game is a 1-0 game. You never want to give up that run, and especially after you guys, I mean, go out and they get you a run. I think it was in the 4th or the 5th when they got the run. I mean, that next inning is huge. I mean, you got to go out and you got to slam the door. You got to put up a 0 for them. But I mean, like I said, this is going to turn around. I think tonight we'll probably turn it around. I could see us going off offensively tonight, and I really hope it happens.
You were nearing 100 pitches when you came out of the game after the 7th inning. Were you maybe hoping to go back out there and continue chugging along? Or
I mean, would have liked to have went back out, but I mean, you got to understand the point of view of all of it. I mean, it's a long season. It's first start. You go out. Say something happens, you've stretched yourself a little too far. I mean, there's really no reason for it. I mean, that bullpen is going to be locked down. I mean, last night it didn't work out, but that bullpen is going to save us quite a few times this year. It's nice to know that they're out there, and you got to think you probably got 20 more starts this year. Probably a few more than that, including the playoffs. And there's really no reason to overextend yourself now. Like I said, it's a long season.
After you have a big start like you did yesterday, do you come back to your phone after the game to a lot of texts?
Yeah, usually my wife. My wife, she's so supportive. She sent me a nice text last night. Get to get on the phone with my mom and dad. There's a lot of people out there that are really supportive, and I mean, couldn't do it without them,
Last night, you recorded a strikeout on a foul tip that was high and inside and just grazed the bat. Have you ever had a strikeout like that before?
I don't think it was. I don't think I've had one necessarily like that. That was against Richard Lucas. He wasn't too happy about it. He says it hit his hand, but I don't know. I think he got the bat. Who knows? But it was kind of a weird situation. I mean, we had Richard Lucas. He was arguing, and then all of a sudden, I mean, Ludi turns around to the umpire. He's like, "Hey, well, if it's a foul ball, I caught it." And the umpire was like, "Yeah, you're right. All right, he's out." I mean, it was a good moment. Good moment in the game. Who knows? I might have got away with one. I don't know. I mean, I guess Richard Lucas is really the only one that knows.
That could be maybe your new strategy. Just try to come high and tight and get the bat.
Yeah, I don't want to. Not that pinpoint. Not really.
We saw another odd situation last night. The international tiebreaker rule came into effect. For anyone unaware, starting in the 11th inning, a runner is placed on second base to start each inning, try to speed up the game and end extra innings sooner. Have you ever been in a situation when that rule's come into effect, and were you aware of the rule?
We weren't really aware of the rule until the 10th inning. We kind of caught word of it, and I'm gonna stay off that topic. That sounds like a topic that if I really voice my opinion on, I might get in trouble. Let's stay off that one.
Well, we did see the Rascals put up a weird run because of that. It was Taylor Ard placed at second base. First pitch of the inning, he moved to third on a pass ball, and then a few pitches later scored on a balk. Is that the strangest run you've ever seen scored?
Yeah, that's pretty strange. That's it's definitely not how it was scripted. But hey, he really got us rolling there in the 11th. I mean, we had a chance. We really battled back. Had bases loaded, 2 outs with Canella up. I mean, what more do you want? He put a good swing on a ball to left center there. We're putting a lot of good swings on baseballs right now. That's the situation you want. The whole key to that, you go into the bottom of the 11th, you're down 4 runs. You just want to bring the tying run to the plate, and we did. We actually had the winning run on second, and that's a testament to this offense. This is an offense that could put up runs in numbers. We can go on streaks where they're going to put up a lot of runs, and that was a big inning for us. Be it that it's a loss, that's a big inning for us, and I really think it's going to carry over into tonight. It would have been really easy to come out there in the bottom of the 11th and just roll over and take it to the house. I respect these guys a whole lot for going out and putting up that 3 spot there and giving us an opportunity to win. Riedel had an unbelievable at bat. I don't know how many pitches it was. Had to have been over 10. Fouling balls off and then drew a walk. Ludi came in, had a great at bat there. Bottom of the 11th, just right after Riedel. You got to really respect those guys for coming out and putting up that 3 spot and having the winning run on second base. It would have been really easy to roll over. But yeah, I think that's a big at bat going into tonight.
Clint Wright, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, I appreciate it.